Hello and welcome back everybody to a Coach Spartan session. So today we'll be going through a very basic Kafe first floor hold. And disclaimer, I would recommend this setup only for gold players and below. We will briefly talk about putting a potential rotate in, which a lot of higher ranks players do. But to get used to these angles and power positions to play off of with these basic angles that we're going to be holding. So let's start over at freezer. So we have both reinforcements on the freezer garage wall and the hatch rear. This is just to ensure that no one can go in from the back side and allows this position to be safe for defenders. With the hatch as well, we don't want people dropping down quickly into this side, particularly if these walls are reoed. They can get control very quickly and there's not a lot that the defenders can do. As we move over here to this position, this is called Kafe. This is one of the power positions that we're going to talk about. Now, it's a power position because we've got so many different angles we can hold. If this freezer wall gets opened up, if the hatch gets opened up, we can play off this bar. We can hold this kitchen double, crouched here. And with these feet holes on the right-hand side, we can also deny any positions of this back service area if any attackers walk in from bakery side or red side. You can also, if this is closed and protected, rotate over to this freezer double and you get different angles into service and you can hold red double. Now moving over to the red side, we have head holes on this left side here and reinforcements on the right. Now the head holes are on the left, so you can play in coat, which is another power position, and hold this prep door walk-in. You can also hold reception here or anything on that dining side. And you can always swing out on these red holes here to cover small and whiskey, and these red stairs here. Now, the reason we have these head holes on the left side and not the right is we'll talk about that third power position around here, but with red stairs, you can't see anything around that prep double or this close side near bakery. You can see this part of service, but with those feet holes we were talking about, someone from Kafe can hold this area from outside this side, and the person playing in coat as well should have access and control to this part of sight. So reinforcement on the right, head holes on the left. Now moving over to prep double. Now this is our third power position we were talking about. We've got feet holes on this left side of prep, so you can deny any walk-in from the left-hand side and anyone camping or trying to crouch walk into bakery. You can make sure they can't walk into the corner. With the reinforcement on the right-hand side of prep, you can also be a bit more protected on this side. With these head holes, you can help hold coat if coat gets taken, and you can swing out to hold anything walking down the red stairs. Now with these feet holes, you can also hold the whiskey double and the kitchen double if you're playing in this position. So this is why these feet holes are really important for any crossfires from Kafe side and prep double. And of course, if the bakery wall gets opened up, you can play behind this bomb, behind this prep wall, get aggressive close on prep, which is also why we have the reinforcement here, so you can walk up and back safely without getting shot from bakery double. Or you can get aggressive and passive with a shotgun, just waiting in this corner and swinging out. Now as we move over to bakery, this is our fourth power position, which this power position really is a continuation of the prep, where you can play on this prep single rear with shotgun, making sure no one can get in close bakery. And if things are safe or you want to start over here, this bakery cupcake long and cupcake short side, really good cover for anything in bakery side here or anything coming in small. We've reinforced this single small wall so that if anyone is playing a bakery or prep, they can't get shot from this small window here. Now, something to note in particular is if there is someone who wants to play in this bakery power position, you want to have a rotate on this side of the bakery double. Now, the reasoning you want to have a rotate on this side, and particularly a crouch rotate, is that you might be able to sneak in and out of bakery and service without getting shot, or at least not as exposed to this bakery double. But this is something you need to check with your teammates. If someone wants to play in bakery, have that rotate there. If not, reinforce it off and have some wall denial just to make sure the site is a bit more protected. And as I was talking about before, you can sit in these corners with shotguns and bottleneck them through this prep door, which you could have someone playing in coats covering that angle. You can have someone in coffee covering this angle. And obviously, if you're playing a bit further back on this prep as well, you can cover this angle as well. So there's a very important reason why for more lower elo players, gold and below, if you have this double reared, it's going to be more of an advantage because teams are going to struggle to get through these walls and you'll be able to bottleneck them later on. Now, the 3 operators I would recommend for this basic setup would be Mute or Arcade for wall denial and being able to make rotates, a Maestro to bring a lot of cameras and deny plant. There's a lot of little places you can prone and hide towards the end of the round, and Goyo or a Malusi to deny and delay any pushes directly into sight. For higher ranks though, would highly recommend always having this little rotate on the right hand side of Bakery, being a bit more flexible, but we can talk a bit more about these higher rank setups with our intermediate and expert setups and our particular operator setups like Castle, as Castle is very popular in the higher ranks. But until then, good luck with the grind and show your solo queue friends this video.